but Rebecca, I want to bring you into this because, again, this is what has set CPI inflation, PPI up, was all of that spending. The president and Karine Jean-Pierre can say whatever they want, but what they've done is what has led to what consumers are dealing with now, and that's eggs and groceries and gasoline that they're hitting. You know, and now the COVID fraud. So anyway, go ahead.
You know, I find this so infuriating. It's all I can do to sit here and contain myself, because economics has real data and has real numbers. And when someone is so disingenuous to say, well, the deficit has gone down, she knows full well that she's comparing that deficit to a deficit that included coronavirus stimulus. We had a massive amount of stimulus in 2020 and 2021. You compare your deficit to those years, and of course it's going to go down. It must go down. But the fact is, this president has done absolutely nothing to get containment of costs. And we are, Ukraine alone, I mean, the fact that you can continuously request more money with no plan, no outline, just more money, and yet Americans are having trouble affording eggs. You know, we're tired of this. We need real numbers, real data, and don't subterfuge this and confuse us with saying that he has reduced the deficit. It is just such a blatant falsehood.
Right. And, you know, inflation under the president, Lee, we've seen grocery prices, gasoline prices all jump double digits under. What I found interesting on Friday was when President Biden, he comes out, he talks about the jobs report. He says, you know, we've created 13.5 million new jobs. That is incorrect.
False.
More than 9 million, exactly, more than 9 million of those jobs were jobs that were lost during the lockdowns that came back.
Yep.
I mean, it is very misleading, but it's also, again, this administration is out of touch. Joe Biden is talking about jobs. What people are concerned about with the economy is not jobs. It's the fact that their jobs are not keeping pace with inflation. 70% of Americans are saying that I'm not making enough to keep up with my bills. You're making 86 cents on the dollar. That's the real issue. And when Biden tries to prove that his success is all tied to this record jobs, people are saying, that's, again, you're talking about the wrong issue. I care about my cost of living. I care about how far the dollar goes. I care about the bills when I go to the grocery store. I care about how much it costs to heat and cool my home, how much it keeps just to keep things running. And it is way, way more today than it was 2 years ago.
It certainly is. Congressman Self, I believe we have you back. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we were just discussing the White House dismissing the idea that we have a federal deficit that is doubling under this president.
Well, you all are talking about the small group in the House of Representatives wants to change those policies. We passed H.R. 1, which would reduce the energy cost. It's gone nowhere in this. Seen it. We're talking about the tipping point in here. Where do we tip in here, both with the cost of living and with some of the policies? The open border, military-age males coming across the border, the people coming across the border. We are determined to power the purse to change the policies of the Biden administration.
Good, Congressman. We're happy to hear that. Congressman Keith Self, please come back later this week. Sorry about all the technical difficulties with you. Congressman Keith Self. All right. We've got more coming.